Hi, so my name is Cryptic Charmander. This is my speed paint video on a Soul Eater picture. The subject that was voted on in the Amino group was to draw and color Soul from Soul Eater. And so the topic I'll be talking about in today's video will be basically about Soul Eater in general, which was also voted on in the Soul Eater Amino group. I'll probably link the Amino group down in the description box if you're curious to joining. It's a very friendly community and we would love more members. Well, I think the first thing I would like to say is that Soul Eater, like I'm 100% biased, Soul Eater is my favorite anime. I think it is my favorite fandom and my just favorite overall community and my favorite manga, my favorite show in general. I've been very just, involved and obsessed about Soul Eater for years. Like, I think this is my 8th year being obsessed with Soul Eater. I have really strong feelings towards the anime in general. I think I prefer the anime more than the manga, simply because the first time I watched the anime compared to the first time I read the manga, I felt more emotions, like I was more attached to the storyline and the characters. It probably helped that I saw the anime first. I assume if I read the manga first, I probably would have liked that more, but I don't know. I like anime more because I felt more emotion for it. I felt more attached to it. The manga honestly doesn't feel the same as the anime. They are, to me, two separate different universes with two separate different canons. If you look at the storylines, they are different. I believe Baba Yaga Castle is definitely where they split off. You can't heavily depend on information from the manga after that point for information that would be canon in the anime, because they're different after that point. I will admit that Soul Eater is not a perfect anime. It's not a perfect story by any means. I remember the first time I was watching it, I recognized as a 6th grader that there could have been holes in the plot line, things that I didn't understand that I needed explanations to, but to me that doesn't make it a bad anime. All stories, they have holes. You don't get the whole picture through any story. I think that's one of the reasons why I love Soul Eater, because it gave me a whole lot of opportunities to fill in those gaps, to write and imagine explanations for those things that I didn't understand. I'm not one of those people that if I had a favorite, I would defend it to the death. If there's an issue somewhere in it, then I agree, there's an issue. It's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. But I don't care that it's not the best. I don't care if, there's anime out there with more complicated stories or prettier art or, less budget, but they did it amazing with less budget. I don't care about all that stuff. It's just most of the reason why I like Soul Eater has to do specifically with the emotional connection I have towards it and the relations I have made from it. I've met a lot of nice people through this story, and I've introduced a lot of people that I was already friends with to this story, and now they like it too. That's basically my general thoughts on the anime, Soul Eater, and also the manga. I just don't feel like I had I wasn't as emotionally pulled with the manga as I was with the anime. I think one of the reasons is my favorite character was, spoiler, I believe, killed off in the manga. I haven't read the manga in forever, so maybe I'm slightly wrong, but I'm very sad about that. That definitely ruined my relationship with the manga a bit, but that's basically it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Please check back into my YouTube channel for more. Yeah.